Hi everybody, it's Cindy. It is Tuesday. It is March 4th and I'm back for an update. If you're new to my channel, welcome. And if you're returning, thank you so much. As you can see, I got another crochet hat on. It's blue. And I am working on my last one. It is still windy and a little cold out, but as you can see, I have all of my spring out, all the decor. And I'm so looking forward to spring. Next week we turn the clocks ahead, so I am excited for that. I'm going to be going over what I've been working on. Nashville Needlework Market is this weekend. I hope everybody's excited as I am. I wish everybody much success at market, and I hope you have your favorites picked out for what's coming out. Let's get started. I'm going to be sharing with you what I've been working on. And these are in no particular order, so let's get started. On this one, we have the Prairie Schooler, and I wanted a pattern with a donkey. So what I did is I just took this piece and I stitched up an ornament, and this is called Goodwill to Mend the pattern. Now I did this on 46 count antique white. It's a Bergen linen. And that is my finish. Isn't that amazing? Sometimes I do like just picking out snippets from a pattern and stitching that piece. And if you could see, I do have a little heart attached to that. So that is my first piece, a full finish. Now on the back, I used the green flannel, and I got my little tag there, and I used gray eyelet from Lady Dot, and there you go. So that is a full finish, so doing good there. Now these I stitched a while back, and I had to fully finish them, so I did. Now the first one is a Mill Hill kit, and it's called Snow Charmer Kit. It is a snowman. I had fully stitched it, but I didn't fully finish it. And this is the snowman. Now it had a white charm that came with it, but it got all bent up, so I just added a metal snowflake to it, and I used the silver cording, and this is the back, and there you go, fully finished. I got a lot of fully finished pieces. The next piece was also a Mill Hill kit that I had stitched a while ago, and this is called Autumn Harvest Gourds, and this is the fully finished piece. And look at the sparkle on that. That does show up really well. And I did add the charm. Not all the time do I add the charms. And then this is the back. I make it very simple, very light. And both of those will be gifts. Now the third one, I don't know if it'll be a gift, but I'm still debating that. The next piece that I was working on, this is Home for Christmas by Plum Street Samplers. Now this is fully finished. And there you go. Isn't that pretty? Now I did make the cardinals both red, so they stand out a little more. Now we have to fully finish that piece. That was a fun piece to work on, and I'm glad it's done because I was making progress on that. And the next piece, I'm looking around because I have stuff all over, so let me bend and get it. Okay. This piece, it was my birthday start, and this was to celebrate my 60th birthday, and I had completely stitched it, but now I fully finished it, and This is from the Loose Feather series. This is For the Birds, number 8. And it's the Summer Beaming Forth. Now I stitched this on 46 count raw Bristol linen. And there you go. I got it on a frame. Now this is a frame I picked up for Hobby Lobby, and it stands up and it could also be hung. It was only like $4.99. It was really, really. And I used Lady Dot Eyelet Green, and I used a background fabric blue, and I put that on sticky board, and then I mounted this on there. And that is a complete finish, and that'll go up on the mantle somewhere at some time. So that's another fully finished piece. Blackbird is such a pleasure to work on and stitch. Now on this piece, I am still working on this piece, and of course this is by Modern Folk Embroidery. This came out in 2020. It's called A Family Patchwork. And I've been working and working and working on that. Now I'm doing mine on 32 count French roast linen by R&R. And I will include a picture of where I was last. And now you can see I got a lot done in this area. It's so pretty. It is a huge piece. And I'm stitching this with DMC 930. So it's getting there. It's almost done. I only have like a page and a half left on this piece. It's almost there. And I will be, you know, it's like reading a book. When the book ends, you're sad. Like I know I'll be sad when this ends. Because it is very relaxing for me to work on. All right, now the next one that I've been working on. Now this is called B is for Bunny by Lottie Da. And this is, I'm stitching this on 32 count lamb's wool linen. And I got a lot of progress done on this one. So there you go. I did change the color of the flowers and the rabbit a little bit. The original color that they called for the rabbit was this color. And I just switched it to 729. It's more yellow. In the picture, if you look, it looks more yellow to me. And the flowers, I just wanted to pop a little bit more, so I used a little bit lighter color. Did the border. That's a lot of heavy stitching there. But it's coming along. I don't have a whole lot of work left on that piece to fully finish it. So I am excited to get that one done. And as you can see, I love spring. I probably have more spring than anything else that I own, any holiday. Now, the next piece is from this amazing book. And you're going to see, look, I have so many that I want to stitch. Sewing Club by Blackbird Designs. I like every piece in this book. So, let me show you what I've been working on. Now in the book, I did Spring Morning, and I stitched this on 32 count Hazelwood by Fiber on a Whim. I added the 2025. The colors on it are just beautiful. I really had so much fun stitching that. Completely stitched. Now I just have to fully finish it. And I'm going to share with you what's in this book, because there are some beautiful, beautiful designs. Maybe you don't have this book and you're considering getting it. There is one pattern there, and that's called Rose Hips and Ivy, and it's a drum. Now the one I just stitched is a drum. I don't know if I'll finish it as a drum though. I am still contemplating and thinking about that. This one, another drum, and it's called In My Garden. Every design in this book is amazing. And this is what it looks like fully stitched flat. There was letters up there which I didn't want to show. I don't want to show any of the stitching. My Home Scissor Box. That is a scissor box. I'll show you a close-up of that one. Look at that. How cool is that? Now this is called Summer Basket Button Bag. And this is called Hollyhocks Were Always There. Garden Friends Sewing Bag. I really like that one. And like I said, I might do every one in this book. We'll see. Here's a close-up of that. Next we have Ripe Pear. This is called Summer Flocks. And all the patterns in the book, they do use the same color threads, so it's great to really get a big use of those. This is called The Air of Other Summers. Definitely got a house, you got the birds. That is called Willing Hands, and they have that finished on a box, but you could definitely finish that many ways if you don't have a box. Here's the box that they finished it on. And I'm sure you could probably get something like that at Hobby Lobby. That's another drum, and it's called A Bit of Summer. That is called Songbird Whistles. Another drum. A lot of them are made into drums in this book. And I like drums. I think they're really pretty, but you don't get to see the whole design. That's a box. That's called Gathering Swallows. and that is both of them together, the drum and the box. That's called Tiny Tree Tops, Rose, or Thyme. And of course, mine was the last one I did in the book, and that's the one I showed you, Garden Morning. I hope you enjoyed looking at that whole book, but Sewing Club by Blackbird Designs, if that's your aesthetic and you like spring and birds, and that's what it reminds me of. It just reminds me of a very light spring designs, but Blackbird is timeless and you could do so many things with Blackbird. Now, I had a couple of questions on my last video, and there was like 3 different questions, and I'll go over those. And Kay Stoll, because I had this displayed over there and she saw it, and Kay Stoll asked what was the name of the pattern. It's actually called Bluebird, which is right on there, and this is by Heart in Hand, and I'll include the pattern right here. You could definitely order it. It's still out there and very bright and fun. And Barbara asked for the pattern of the hats. Now, I get the tutorial right on YouTube, and the person who does all of the crochet tutorials is called Viv, V-I-V Crochets. And that's where I got the tutorial to learn how to crochet and do the hats. She's very good, very meticulous, and she goes slow, which is important for me. Everybody learns different, but I'll include the link below. And Tweety, that's her handle. When you read the comments, sometimes it's just whatever their handle is. She did let me know that Brooke Nolan of Brooke's Books passed away this past December 2024. I did not know. I didn't see anything on the media, you know, like Instagram or her website or anything like that. She has beautiful designs, and I worked on a big project last year for my great niece. These are all free patterns. She was an amazing designer. She still has all her patterns at Brooke's Books. I was just kind of shocked that she had passed away, and I didn't know. So if you did not know, she's a great designer in the community. It is a small community, cross stitch, and I did want to let everybody know that she had passed away, because I did not know. And you know, rest in peace to her, and, you know, prayers and thoughts go out to her family and friends. I just did not know, and just wanted to bring that up. Now, everybody knows, and I'm just going to grab this real quick. Let me scoot down. I did pull out my stocking that I had fully finished, which I had shown in the previous video, and I wanted to get fabric to fully finish this stocking. And as you know, Joann's is going out of business, and I think everybody's kind of sad about that. We only have a couple of them. You have Joann's, you have Michael's, you have Hobby Lobby, and that's pretty much it, unless you have an independent where you live, which most people do not. When I first started to learn to cross stitch, I'm self-taught. I didn't grow up learning cross stitch. I had gone to either Joann's or Michael's, and I purchased a dimensions kit and stitched that. And that is where my journey began for cross stitch. And what made me sad is Michael's, Joann's, and Hobby Lobbies, they do not carry any of those kits anymore, any of those beautiful dimensions kits. And with Joann's going out of business, it just seems like a lot of the box stores are just going out of business. And I don't know if we'll even have stores to come in the future. They're going to make you buy everything online. So I did run out, and I did purchase, this is already quilted fabric for the stocking. I just wanted a neutral color, and you can see how that'll look. So if you didn't know about Joann's, I'm sorry I am the first to tell you, but I'm sure most everybody knows that they're going out of business. It's so sad. If you have small shops in your area, you know, please support them. It is important that we do. If you have any individual fabric stores, which there's almost none by me, the closest cross stitch store I have is 35 minutes away, which is not that bad. But years ago, you used to have these stores all over the place, and it's getting harder and harder for these independents to compete. So definitely support your local needlework shops, your local yarn shops and fabric stores if you have them. There is one fabric store which is about 10 minutes from me, and I had gone in just to get a thimble, and they didn't have any. So you just do the best you can to try and support people. That is what I've been working on. I've been very busy, a lot of stitching. I did get a lot of projects done. I hope everybody is out there and excited for market coming up this weekend. Spring is coming next week. We turn the clocks ahead, and I am so excited for that. And until we meet again, everyone, I hope you have a great spring coming up. And if you have any questions, I read them all below. I will always respond to them. Until we meet again, happy stitching, everyone.